Our Trū Solutions call has one major purpose. It is here to show you, those who are looking at this business, the heart behind who we are, why we do what we do, how we do that, and ultimately what we do. I want to guide you through that tonight, but before we get started, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I've been with TrūAura since the first of the year. My name is Phillip Yarbrough. I'm the Director of Sales here, and absolutely have loved my journey with TrūAura. One of the main reasons that I jumped on board after almost a decade of experience in direct sales all over the world. I've been in Australia, New Zealand, Asian countries, as well as the US and in North America, and just thrilled to be here. Why? Because we started about 2.5 years ago under the leadership of a wonderful man named Rick Heath. Rick Heath has and he's our president, CEO, and founder, and he has over 3 decades in the direct sales industry, and it's in his genes. His family has been in it. His father ran a direct sales company, and it truly is part of who he is, and the heart behind his heart for you and others like you. So what is TrūAura? First, we started about 2.5 years ago. It was born out of a rebranding of an older company that really kind of lost its way in a little bit, and it rebranded not just the marketing side, but really the product. Seeing that there was a opportunity to disrupt the skincare market. The skincare market is a multi-billion-dollar industry that has been around for years and years. And ultimately, what we looked at is how can we look at it with a different lens, right? And that's really what a disruptor does. They look at something that is very successful and say, well, why is it done this way? Is there a new way that it can be done? And that's what Rick did. He came up with a new vision of what skincare could be and did it through a direct sales model. I'm going to guide you through that, be your Virgil this evening, of tell you why we do what we do, how we do that, and ultimately what we do with our product. So let's start with here. First, I want to start with this middle picture. This middle picture is the intersection that many companies talk about: integrity, ethics, respect, and honesty. And it's really a pillar of many companies. But it isn't until circumstances and situations come about and that you really see if a company is truly about these. Well, I've been with TrūAura since the first of the year, and I don't know if you've noticed, but we've had a few circumstances and situations this year. It might even be why you're on this call. And what I've noticed is firsthand that integrity, ethics, honesty, and respect is at the cornerstone of every decision that is made here. Why? Because we respect you. We have a respect for the business enough to do it ethically, whether it's in our business model or with our products. There's transparency in each thing that we do. The integrity is truly, it speaks more to the character of the people that start and are on the executive team of a company and how they run it. And that's really the intersection we want to run this business, and so that you can be proud of the company that you represent to your friends, family, and acquaintances. On the left-hand side of the screen, you see the word community on a puzzle. I love this picture of a puzzle. Why? Because as you see that we haven't reached the border yet. And usually when you're putting together a puzzle, you get the border pieces first and you give the framework and then you start to fill in the middle. But what we wanted to do with this picture and really show is that we start from the center and work out. We're nowhere close to where the border is and the limitations of what TrūAura can be. We started with the word community. Back to sisterhood. Most of our consultants are women, and I consider myself part of that sisterhood. And we are a community that builds into each other, encourages each other, and sometimes cries, sometimes celebrates. But most of all, we're a community and a family that loves to have fun and helps you find your way, because it is your business, your way. And notice that some of those puzzle pieces haven't fit in yet. That represents you. as you're joining this call, of saying, hey, there is a place for you. No matter what your qualities, background, circumstance, whatever that might be, we want to help you find your way. And that takes me over to the far right-hand part of the page where somebody's reaching down to help someone. In this picture, we're represented in our leadership, whether it's in the field or the corporate team, is represented by the person on top, reaching down. You're represented by that person below. We want to give a hand up, not just a hand up. This isn't a company that we say, hey, just sit back and let the commissions roll in. This is a career opportunity. And whenever there's a career opportunity, there's work that goes along with it. We are a sales organization, and even more so, like this call, it's a solutions-based organization. We understand that there's problems within this skincare industry, and that we want to provide a solution for that. We look at it with a different lens and help you see that, see the opportunity. So once again, we want to give one of my favorite quotes about reaching out to someone and helping somebody find their way. As Martin Luther King shared, you don't have to see the whole staircase. You just have to see that first step. We want to help you identify that first step in your journey. Then what you'll find is those steps tend to be very consistent, and you will start to be able to grow in your own way. A few of the people I want to share with you from our field, Valerie Drazenga, she lives up in Michigan, and she shared this a couple months ago. And in fact, these are her 3 kiddos. She has a 4th now, if you can believe it. And you might be in the same situation of saying, man, I want to be able to add value to my family, able to bridge a gap. Maybe somebody like her husband, his job became a casualty of the pandemic that we were in, and she was able to press the accelerator a little bit more in her business and be able to provide for her family in a different way, not just as a supplemental income, but actually a replacement income. And it's amazing that she was able to do that while she was pregnant, and as a new fourth time mom. But she shares here just a beautiful story of how she was able to bridge that gap. You might be joining us here today in the same type situation. And we want to be a soft landing place for you and your family to hopefully give you hope and really help you to start to see the opportunity that we can provide here. The second is April. She's our top seller in the business, and she shared this just a few months ago whenever she actually sold $11,000 this month of products. So yes, you can sell quite a bit. And she did it right there from her kitchen table during a pandemic, and using social media, text, Zoom, like we're using this platform, and Facebook parties and different ways to be able to engage her customers. And what she shares here, the flexibility that she loves about this job, that she can throw her ball cap on, still be in her pajama pants, and always have her coffee, and be able to work her business how she wants to. And in fact, April will be sharing at our conference just here in a week and a half that you still will be able to join once you get signed up, that she loves that flexibility. And that flexibility looks like she works really hard in the mornings and takes the afternoons to be able to spend time with her kiddos. And then the final person I want to share is Lynn. She's one of our top leaders in the business, has one of the largest downlines that we have, and really pours into her team. I love watching Lynn work, and I've gotten to know her and her fiance now, Hector. Back in March, they were boyfriend and girlfriend, I guess you could say, going steady. And Hector, this is the night that he actually decided to get down on one knee and take a uncertain relationship into some certainty. Very soon after that, Hector actually lost his job and was furloughed. And what Lynn was able to do at the same time, just much like Valerie was press that accelerator, be able to fill the gaps. And in a time where it should have been uncertain about finances and different things, it wasn't. And they were able to still go on and plan that wedding and be able to enjoy the rest of their lives together. So whenever we look at it, you might ask, well, in 2.5 years, like, where are we as a company? Well, I love this chart. And this chart really shows the product adaptive curve. Yes, we are about product. We're very proud of the product that we have and the way that we approach skincare. And yes, it's a little different, and I'll share with you in just a little bit of what that is. But the product adaptive curve is the first 2.5% of the population is about innovators. They're the ones that see the vision. They're much like Rick, our founder and CEO. They see a different way, and just a way to disrupt an industry. They're much like Bill Gates or the late Steve Jobs. They're innovators, they're inventors. And then you have the early adopters that are very quick to raise their hand and say, hey, where are we going? I want to go with you. And that early adoption is very important in the life cycle of a company. That's where we are. We haven't even gotten to the uptick yet. And in fact, we're still in the single digits whenever you look at that. We're close to the 7 or 8% of the product adaptive curve. That should excite you whenever you think about it, because we're still in that building the bandwagon. And if you want to bring your hammer along and help us build that bandwagon, we'd love that. We're laying the foundation so that we can hit that growth phase of our journey. Then we go into the early majority and late majority, and then the laggards. That's where the true opportunity lies. So if that excites you, of being in the top 10% of really the product adaptive curve and where we are as a company, and being at the infancy stages and startup mode so that you can capture that opportunity, you're at the right place at the right time. As we go through tonight, this is the model that I love to follow. This is the great Simon Sinek. You might be familiar with it. It's the golden circle. I'm going to start with the why. And the why relates to the impact. The impact that you can make, not just with the product, but the business model and those around you. The how we do what we do is the flexibility. The flexibility that April spoke of. And the what we do is our wonderful product that we're extremely proud of, and that's the disruptor that we do. So why do we do what we do? This is my favorite slide because I love impacting somebody's life. I love, whether it's through product, whether it's through a business model, or whether it's through just connecting. Because you can make it a marked effect on somebody's life if you really focus on others. You're reflective in your emotions. You're reflective in your business. Not what can I get out of it, but what can I give to you? And that's at the heart of who we are here at TrūAura. And whenever you understand that the impact that you make in other people's lives, it starts to give you meaning. And in that meaning, you start to find significance. And another word for significance is value, whether that's value to yourself, value to your family, whether that's monetary or just internal. And once you start to have meaning, you feel purpose. And purpose is whenever you lay down at night and you feel fulfilled by what you did throughout the day. That can be related to the flexibility that you were able to spend time with kids, you were able to provide a significant income for your family, or maybe you were able to impact somebody's lives and they were able to start seeing noticeable results in solving problems with our skincare solution. It's then becomes cyclical because once you feel purpose, you want to make an impact in more people's lives. And that's why somebody reached out to you, because they wanted to impact your life. They saw qualities and characteristics within you that could actually make a difference. And they want to see you succeed. And whether you're doing this part-time, full-time, or big time, there is an opportunity and a spot for you. There is a perfect puzzle piece that you will fit into. And then how do we do it? We do it through a direct sales model. Really, whenever you look at the business in general, and we're talking macro sense here, on a macro scale, the big scale of business, there's 3 ways to look at how you get your products into the consumer's hand. You either do it through a mortar retail business. And I don't know if you've seen any of the news lately, but brick and mortar is struggling. Not just because of the pandemic. Don't have any mistake about that. It was struggling beforehand. Why? Because customer service and a personalized shopping experience had been ripped away from retail. You might have experienced that. The second way that you can reach your end consumer is through online selling and having an online, purely online business. The third way is really through a direct sales model, much like what TrūAura is. And other larger organizations, Amazon is a direct seller connecting a manufacturer, or it's just a platform that connects to a consumer without a retail model. You see, we are part of the first gig economy, and the gig economy is about flexibility and control. It's flexible time. And that is the industry that we're a part of. Direct sales is over a century old, and we have other companies, especially the retail model and those traditional businesses, are trying to figure out the customized shopping experience. They're calling it network selling, not direct sales. And so you're at the right place at the right time, because it's on a macro sense that this industry is growing like it never has before, especially whenever people are looking at more home-based businesses. Some of the most famous gig economies right now were founded in the last depression that we had. In 2008, 2010, Uber, Lyft, and Airbnb, that it was a flexible income that those provide. And so whenever you look at how we do what we do, we're very proud of what we do and how we do that. We're part of an industry that is growing. We're part of an industry that is needed, and you are at the right place. So what do we do? Well, yes, we provide a way for healthy skincare so that your skin can thrive. And the more and more that I've really delved into this business, this industry, I've seen that, let me just go to the next slide. First, it's about preserving, supporting, and supplementing. That's what we do here. And whenever you look at what that is and why that's important, it truly is about providing a healthy environment for your skin to thrive and to be able to see those noticeable results. So how do we do that? Well, the solution that we talk about is that we have pre and probiotics in every single one of our ingredients and products. And we talk about microbiomes. Yes, that's a word that you've heard about, gut stuff, right? Gut stuff. Well, your gut is an organ much like your skin, but you can control what goes into your gut. You can control that. And there's probiotics that you can take, prebiotics that you can take, that can create a healthy flora so your gut can thrive and so that your inward body can be healthy. It's a big conversation for many years now. But one conversation that hasn't been out there has been the largest the largest organ on your body being your skin, that you don't always have control of what bacterias are being absorbed through your skin. And so what we have is a solution from head to toe that can provide a healthy environment for your skin to thrive. Not just your skincare on your face, which is what most people think about, but through our body washes and different things like that.
So we're just cruising across this lake now, but this is not just any.
Sorry about that. My TV just popped on for some reason. And as we move from what we do as a company, I want you to understand the season favors the prepared. And this is a quote by Mike Krzyzewski, always a hard one to say, the Duke Blue Devils basketball coach. And he talks about preparing yourself for your next steps in this. And so what I want to paint a picture for is some of the people that are successful in our business and in the industry that we have. And the first is the entrepreneur, and this might be speaking to you. In fact, a few of these might speak to you. The entrepreneur is someone who is competitive in nature. And many times an entrepreneur has that spirit within them, but doesn't know it yet. And in fact, some of the best people that I've worked with over the last decade in the direct sales industry before I came from the traditional corporate world in the apparel industry was people that weren't sellers, that didn't know that they had an entrepreneurial spirit, that someone saw characteristics within them, much like someone saw in you. And it awoke in this spirit of understanding, I didn't know I was an entrepreneur, and it's not about selling, it's about solving. The best entrepreneurs in the world don't sell products. They identify problems that their products solve, and then just help people solve those issues. You might be joining us today because you're a burned out professional. Maybe you were furloughed, you lost a job, maybe a partner of yours lost their job. And if this is you, I'm so sorry that for the circumstances you are going through, but I want you to know you are not alone. There's many people that have gone before you, and especially here at TrūAura. We want you to have a soft landing place, whether this is bridging a gap between opportunities or this becomes the opportunity. We want to be that place for you. We want to help you reach in and maybe identify that entrepreneurial spirit that you didn't know. We have many different ways that we equip you. Whether right now we're doing a lot through Zoom. We're doing it through our Facebook page. And again, as I mentioned earlier, through our Empower conference that is just actually 1 week and 12 hours away. What an exciting time. And you'd be able to join that and be able to hear from myself, Rick, our head of product, as well as some outside training that we have on social media. You might be a power mom that's joining us. And I love power moms. I've got one, I have a retired power mom. She was a power mom about 20 years ago whenever I was still in college. But I got to tell you, that I'm always amazed by the power mom. The more that is on her calendar, the more balls that she's juggling, the more efficient she becomes. But also I understand that sometimes a power mom needs a forced adult interaction. And I got to tell you, sometimes that is exactly what you need. I've worked with some amazing people that just said, hey, I'm coming here because I need to talk to some adults on a regular basis. I need to have a network of friends and family that support me in a different way than what I'm currently getting. The last is the second act, and you're in your retirement age, or maybe a partner's retired and you're like, hey, I married you for better or worse, but not for retirement, and you're around all the time. I need to find something to fill my time so we're not always around together. Or you might have retired from a professional career. You might have moved on from an entrepreneurial endeavor that you had. Or you might be an empty nester now. Might have just had a kid that went off to college and you're like, I'm twiddling my thumbs here and I have some extra time and I have some sadness within me that I need to fill that time with something good. Well, TrūAura is here for you. So how do we do it? We do it through tools and training. We have a back office wonderful website, not just the TrūAura.com that you're probably familiar with. We have a secondary website that's for our consultants that track your orders and make it a very simple way to build your business. You don't have to invest in that. We've invested in it for you. You don't have to carry inventory. You're actually selling out of our own inventory. There's an app that you're able to use. And then obviously our training that we're doing right now, a lot through Zoom and our closed network Facebook page, and doing different things that way. We also do calls like this that you're a part of, that we want to make the business as easy as it is for you to create curiosity within other people. And I've shared a lot of different things, and I'm going to share income in just a little bit. But before I go any further, I want three of my friends that are they're actually doing what you're going to be doing to share with you.
TrūAura is right for me is because it just gave me the choice to create the life that I choose and the flexibility to serve in my community and live the life that I love and not through somebody else.
I love with TrūAura that I can drop everything I'm doing and yet take my business on my phone and just go out into the world that I need to live and have my TrūAura business right with me.
I have the freedom and the flexibility to make money when I choose.
TrūAura fills that need for us to be able to work side by side and have fun, to feel confident because our skin looks so great, and to help others so their whole families, their skin looks amazing. So I love the helping of the people, and I love the fact that I get to work with amazing people.
The flexibility. That's a huge benefit in this day and age. You want to have the flexibility to come and go and take care of those and take care of yourself. And that's a huge thing. And I think we need that in our society to be able to have that.
The biggest benefit is knowing that it's something that I can be very authentic about, and it fits with my lifestyle.
I love all the friends that I have all over the country. I have lifelong friends that I have to this. I just love that. I love that I can choose and create friends all over the country.
You can really make money with this, with selling the products. You can really make money from day one. You get to just take the product and go start sharing it with others. Keep it as simple as you want to make it. I live a very busy lifestyle, and it's all on my phone, just everywhere I go. So go to bed, work on my phone, and then work on my business. Selling hundreds of dollars, from wherever I am.
For me, the opportunity is just simple. It's like talking to your mom across the table.
Keep it fun, keep it easy. But you got to keep talking to people, communicate, and meet people where they are. So like most of my friends and family are on the internet, Facebook in the evening, late evening after you put the kids to bed, so then go to work then.
If I didn't believe in the opportunity, I couldn't share it. And I fully share this opportunity, whether you are a customer, whether you're a client, whether you want it to change your entire life. This is the best opportunity out there in the entire world.
It's just sharing what you're passionate about.
I love being able to hear from some of our top leaders in the business. And those three are really the Pinnacle. And what I love about, we actually recorded that about the same time that I was putting all this together. And I was putting it together independently of these three women talking about it. And what I loved about it is that they shared the same things that I talked about: flexibility, the sisterhood, and the community that we have, about actually working the business, staying consistent, finding that staircase, and being consistent along the stairs. And that's what's beautiful about what we do. And that you can really make money doing this. That's the beauty of who we are. And so whenever you look at the personal sales bonuses that we have, it's a scaled structure from 20 to 50%. Yes, up to 50%. And you might be going, oh, well, that's got to be just like April, who sold $11,000, right? No, it actually starts at $2,500 is the top tier of just selling $2,500 in a month. You'll get to the top tier. And it's not just $2,500 and above, it's on the whole amount. So if you sell $2,501, you get 50% on all of it. We also pay out weekly because we know you have weekly needs, not just monthly needs. And so we pay out on that and we make it retroactive. So if you hit $2,500 on the last week of the month, we pay it back all the way to the first of the month. And so that's a great value in what we do, and what's a little different than most others. What I know from past in traditional businesses, the more you sell, the less commission you make. That the corporate team starts pulling it away from salespeople because the company, there's less margin there. What we do, we want to reward you for selling more. And whenever you look at that, that's really averaging about one to two parties a week. About a couple parties. If you did 2 beauty breaks, is what we call them, a week, you'll get there. And so if you're on this call, I'm sure that you're focused on that 50% and really making it this an income opportunity. So If you're joining us because you love the clean, safe, healthy products that we provide and that healthy environment for your skin to thrive, you're looking for a flexible side gig, just something to provide a little bit more of a replacement income or a supplemental income, maybe just provide for a kid's schooling, or maybe a tutor during the times we're in, maybe provide for a vacation when we can start having those again. Or you love the technology side, that you've been able to see that. You love our TLC program that you might be a part of right now, and that it's a subscription model that every other month you're able to have that replacement product coming in for you. It's a great way to build your business, as focusing in on that TrūAura subscription. Or you just want to make a difference in other people's lives. We have a spot for you. And if any of these resonate with you, I'd love for you to reach out to me. You can find me at Phillip TrūAura, 2 L's, TrūAura on Facebook. Shoot me a message. Or you can just text me. Get your pen ready. My number is 214-908-3221, 214-908-3221, and I'd love to answer any questions that you might have. You're in a special place. I love what we do here. I love our products. I've seen the noticeable results, and I know that your customers, your friends, your family, your network, they will too. And so I just want to take the time to say thank you for joining me this evening and being a part of what we are doing. We're going special places. I'm telling you, we're going special places. We're at that early adoption curve. We're going to get there with or without you. I just know we'll get there a little bit faster with you. Reach out to the person who invited you on this call, get signed up today, and join us at Empower in just a week. Talk to you soon.